Hi, in today's video I'm going to be showing you how you can master your song like your favorite rapper or your favorite singer. So without wasting much of your time, let's get into the video.
Wazigula Chizidi Kupambana nachivumilia shida na raha, kuna kuchimala paka chikapata. Wazigula Chizidi Kupambana nachivumilia shida na raha, kuna kuchimala paka chikapata.
What's up everybody, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, thanks for dropping by, and don't forget to subscribe and click that post notification bell so that you get notified every time I drop a brand new video. So the song you just heard is a song by CASHBOY. CASHBOY reached out to me earlier this year in June, and he asked if I could mix his song. So I said yes. He sent me the project and I worked on it, then I sent it back to him. So recently he just dropped the music video of this song. So make sure you visit his channel. I'll put the link in the description. Go to his channel, watch this video, and let's just show him some love. So with his permission, I'm going to be using his song in this video to demonstrate how you can achieve the mastering level of your favorite rapper or your favorite singer, picking your favorite song, the same artist, trying to use it as a reference track for your mastering. So with me here, I've got a mix down of this song by CASHBOY. Below here, I've got a song by Post Malone, which I want to use as my reference track. We're going to be comparing two things on these songs. The first one is the tone distribution. The second one is the overall loudness. So we can check the loudness of our reference track and then just push our mix to that loudness. So we're going to achieve this by using a plugin called Tonal Balance from Isotope Ozone. So those of you that have got Isotope Ozone, I'm sure when you install, Tonal Balance will also show up there. So Tonal Balance will help us compare the distribution in terms of tone, find a way of replicating this to our mix. So those of you that watched my previous video, which is a Christmas gift, make sure you follow the link in the description of that video and get one of these gifts. I know I'm using FL Studio, but you can do this in any DAW. You can do it in Cubase, you can do it in whichever DAW that you're using. I just prefer to use FL Studio. So you can I can double click on my mix, then I'll send it to track 1, which is here. So I'll just rename this to mix. Then I'll double click on my reference, send it to 2, which is this one here, rename it to riff. Okay, so I've got my mix, which is this, and I've got my reference track, which is this one here. I'm going to solo my mix so that we listen to it and we can see the difference after we're done with this. So let's just listen to it a bit.
Chizidi Kupambana nachivumilia shida na raha, kuna kuchimala paka chikapata. Wazigula.
I've picked what I feel is the loudest point of my mix, precisely the chorus. That's where I've highlighted, and also on my reference track I've picked the point that I feel is the loudest, so that I'll be comparing both loud points. I'm going to load tonal balance on my master. Tonal balance. So once tonal balance loads, I'm going to click on this. Then I'll go to create custom target curve from audio file. So I'm going to the folder where my reference track is, and then just load it here. So I'll click there. So I'm going to load this song. So once it loads, it will give you the distribution of the EQ. This is how the tone is distributed. Our target here is to balance the tone using the equalizer to make sure that our song is playing in this range. So let me just play our mix so that you see.
Chizidi Kupambana nachivumilia shida na raha, kuna kuchima pakachikapata wasekula Chizidi.
So these white lines you're seeing here, this is our mix. So meaning this is how balanced it is. If you look at this already, this is telling us that our mix, when we look at the low ends, it's in range as compared to our reference track. And if you look at these low mids, it's also in range. The high mids also in range. But where we are getting a problem is on the high. We need to bring down our high ends here. If you look at this, it's playing way out of this curve. So make sure when you're comparing this, you're comparing the same type of sound. Let's say you can't compare a trap song to something that is R&B. So the curves will be different and you might just mislead yourself. So compare something that is similar, more of the same vibe. So since we have this and we know what we're supposed to do, we now need to load an EQ on our mix so that we can bring this down. So you can load whichever equalizer that you want. So I'm just going to load the simplest one, which is Fruit Parametric EQ. So the goodness with this EQ is that I can actually stretch it like this. Yeah, so once I stretch it, so if you look at this, I have my low mids somewhere here and my high mid and high ends here. So now I can start working on this part here. So what I'm going to do here is just take this here so that I just lock it at this point, and I'm going to push this to this point because I'm playing with this, and then I'll also push this to this point so that I don't tamper with this one that is matching. So let's just play this, then I'll be dropping this below here until it falls under here. So let's just play.
Chizidi kupambana na chivumilie shida na raha, kuna kuchimala pakachikapata wasekula Chizidi. Chizidi kupambana na chivumilie shida na raha, kuna kuchimala pakachikapata wasekula Chizidi. Chizidi kupambana na chivumilie shida na raha, kuna kuchimala pakachikapata wasekula Chizidi. Chizidi kupambana na Chizidi.
Now that we've matched our EQ, if you look at this, I haven't taken it all the way down to here because if you listen to the song, if I'm to take it all the way down, I think I might destroy the vibe. So I've just dropped it to the range where it's supposed to be. Just listen and make sure you don't destroy the sound. So this is now playing in this same range. Let's just play this.
Chizidi kupambana na chivumilie shida na raha, kuna kuchimala pakachikapata wasekula Chizidi. Chizidi kupambana.
Let's now check how loud our reference track is, and then we can match the loudness to our mix. So I'm going to solo the reference track. I'll switch off my mix. On our master here, we can add a plugin called metering. This plugin is from TheMg. Okay. So what we're going to be taking note of is the peak, RMS, and LUFS. So we're going to be looking at these three. So you just need to be taking note of the average that we see on these. So I'm going to play this song, but this is a professional song and I'm sure it is governed with copyrights. So if I play it on this channel throughout, I might get a copyright strike. So what I'm going to do is I'll play it a bit so that you know, and I'm going to mute it so you just be observing what's happening here. Alright, so if you look at this, I could see that our peak was at 0, RMS at 6.2, and LUFS at 7.3. So LUFS basically is just the overall loudness of the song. It measures the loudness of the song over a long period of time. And then RMS is just the music power that we're getting. We just need to match these with our mix. So let me play our mix and let's see where it falls.
Kula chizidi kupambana na chivumilie shida na raha. Kuna kuchimala paka chikapata wazikula chizidi.
So you can see this is at 8 and this is somewhere way. This to be at 7 point something and this is close to 6. On my mix, I'm going to load a limiter from FabFilter. So what I'll be doing here is pushing this gain until I see that these are almost matching my reference track. So let's play this.
Kula chizidi kupambana na chivumilie shida na raha. Kuna kuchimala paka chikapata wazikula chizidi. Kula chizidi kupambana na chivumilie shida na raha. Kuna kuchimala paka chikapata wazikula chizidi. Kula chizidi kupambana na chivumilie shida na raha. Kuna kuchimala paka chikapata wazikula.
Alright, so that's it. At least we're somewhere negative 7.3 for LUFS, and at RMS I could see 6.1. As you play, you can see that it hits 6.1. Sometimes it even went beyond to like 5, so I had to bring it a little bit. So we've now achieved the tonal balance, and we've also achieved the overall loudness. So if you compare these two songs, you find that the loudness will be almost the same, the tone will be almost the same. So from here, what you do is just remove your reference track and then just export your mix. So basically guys, this is how you use a reference track to master your music. So thanks a lot for watching. If you liked this video, make sure you don't forget to give it a thumbs up.